Hello, I'm Joel Baird, the General Manager of Missoula Community Access Television, thanking you for checking us out. This video is going to be about 10 minutes long, and it's going to talk to you about how MCAT came to be, how it operates, and how you can use MCAT cooperatively with other public producers to make television programming for our two channels, 7 and 11.
I just want to do this, you know, like where they go, you know, in videos, like, come on! Come on, dude, let's, alright, come on!
Here's MCAT's mission, right? We're a non-profit organization, and what we want to do is to promote the spread of information, the exchange of views, ideas, and opinions within the community of Missoula by providing you with channel time, equipment, and training to organizations and individuals in town. What we try to do is create like a networking community of people that are interested in media and media issues to come together and express their various ideas in a peaceful, secure, and respectful environment.
Right, we need you to make a program.
Yeah. We are a First Amendment facility. We are very committed to the free speech thing. Right. At MCAT, we are neutral as the day is long, right? Yeah. We don't judge the program's content. We don't say this program is better than that program, this program should be on prime time, this program should be on at the crack of dawn.
We just facilitate the program to get it out there.
We're to be the neutral gatekeeper of this resource, which are two channels, lots of media equipment, editing software, lights, microphones, cameras. So we're not here to judge you, we're here to help you. Public access is part of what we do at MCAT.
Right.
So we are what's called a PEG access facility.
So that means we serve the public, the education systems, and the government.
MCAT was incorporated as a non-profit corporation in 1989, so we've been on the scene for more than 2 decades. Right now we're running 2 channels of community programming. One is channel 7 and the other is channel 11. Now these are cable channels, so they're only available through Optimum that used to be called Bresnet. There are about 17,000 households on the system, so at 2.5 per household, we have an audience potential of about 35 or 40,000 people if they're all watching your show at the same time. MCAT runs a community message board for civic groups and nonprofits in the area. To use it, you have to give us something in writing about your event, and it's good to give it to us like 2 weeks in advance. This community message board plays in between programming. So we accept programming of varying lengths. It could be 12 minutes or it could be 28 minutes, and then in between, because we like to start the shows on an hour, half hour, in between we'll show this community message board, which could feature your group's activities. So we didn't talk yet about our media assistance grants. So we have a team of people here at MCAT that will come and record something for you, provided you are representing a civic group or a nonprofit organization.
Right.
We don't do stuff in this request way for individuals. At MCAT.org, you can see an explanation under forms. We're all here to help you have a really good experience at MCAT and learn how to use our equipment, not just for yourself, but how to use it cooperatively with all the other people that want to use MCAT as well.
And we're like a multimedia center. We show you how to put things on the internet and YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook
for your friends.
We have edit suites here with editing software on it so you can make your shows. We'll show you how to do the basic editing, mixing video with music, making music videos, movies, documentaries. We're going to help you with that, so it's not intimidating at all. It's really simple. We're going to show you how to make a show and put it on the channel. And also we'll show you how to put it on the web. And so that's one of our things here is if you're using our equipment and using our facility, we just ask that you share the program with us so we can show it on the channel, on MCAT Channel 7. And with doing that, you keep the rights to your program. We're not taking the rights of your program. We're not going to censor it. We're not going to look at it and check it and look over it. You're responsible, solely responsible for your program. And that means you become a producer of your own show.
right now we just want to talk a little bit about using the facility cooperatively, and part of that is just looking out for other producers that may be wanting to edit or check out equipment.
Right.
So the rule of courtesy thumb there is, if you don't want the edit time you booked, please call us and let us know that you don't want it so we could give it to somebody else. And in the case of late equipment, it's important to call because somebody might be just standing here waiting for you to bring that camera back. If you're late more than 3 times, then you're probably going to be suspended from MCAT for a period of time.
Yes. So for the edit suites in the studio, for the actual facility itself, when you want to reserve studio space or the edit suites, what you have to do is you get a 4-hour block of time. That could be 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., 2 to 6, so on. And for that 4-hour block of time, that's dedicated time that's for you, and you can work on your project. After that time is up, and there's nobody in the facility, nobody who needs the computer that you're working on or the studio, you're allowed to stay until the next producer comes along. And also for checking out lights, cameras, and microphones, you'll get 3 days for that reservation. And then if there's a day when we're closed, you can also extend the reservation for a longer period of time if you just talk with us. But normally it's 3 days for camera checkout or light or microphone checkouts.
So by this time, you've learned a little bit about where MCAT came from, what its purpose is, how you would intersect with our purpose. It doesn't mean like you're here to work for us, but our social contract is when you use MCAT equipment, we expect you to be working on a show that's going to run on the channel. But then you say, well, how do I get that show?
Howdy! How to get your show on MCAT. Here's a few steps. Make your show. When you finish your show, all you have to do, fill out your program contract for absolutely no fee. What kind of deal is that? Also online. Remember, you must be a Missoula resident. If not, you can have your friend from Missoula turn it in for you as a sponsor. Turn in your show at MCAT. In 3 to 4 weeks, you can have your show on MCAT. And that's how you get your show on MCAT.
Here's the deal if you want a series on MCAT. If you want a series and that series is pre-recorded, you have to make 3 of them just so we know that we're going to have at least 3. Now, if somebody just has 1 show, our guarantee is that it will run at least twice. We do charge nominal annual user and training fees at MCAT. $20 a year for your annual user fee.
Right.
You get to use MCAT all year long for $20. $20 a one-time training fee. A lot of people who say they can't afford that $40 fee can volunteer at MCAT. Our volunteer rate is fairly generous. It's $10 an hour equivalent. So if you want to use MCAT and pay all your fees in the form of volunteering, then you could volunteer for 4 hours. And then subsequent years, you just volunteer for 2 hours. If you have questions about getting paid to make a show, please ask a staff member. Don't use MCAT equipment for personal gain. It's just a rule of thumb. It's a bad thing. It can get you kicked right out. Similarly, with MCAT equipment, it belongs to everyone in the community, so you're not supposed to use it for personal gain, but you could under those prescribed circumstances of the third-party agreement. Oh, and then I was just going to say the method of learning the video editing typically is that you should reserve time with Christian so he knows that he can give you an hour of undivided or nearly undivided attention to show you the basics of the non-linear editing program. And you're probably going to forget a lot of stuff, but there always is a staff member here while you're trying to edit.
Yeah, don't ever be shy to ask other producers because they'll be willing to help you too. And that's the way we establish that community of helping each other out, create projects here at MCAT.